leaving 2020 and going into 2021, many of us should have a testimony. But right now, we have a burning testimony from Mr. Vernon Gore. Sit back and listen, take heed, and get into the praise mode with him in regards to his testimony. Because one day, you'll have a testimony, and you'll want somebody to give some praise with you.
My name is Mr. Vernon Gore. I'm from a little town in Pender County called Whopper. I want to tell you a little bit about my testimony, what I've been through with it. November 21st, 1901, I was in the world. I worked 2 jobs, one to pay bills and one to party with. I got on work, I went home, my wife said, you better not go nowhere tonight. I'll be home by 8:30, 9 o'clock. I got in my car and went to my hangout. When I got there, my brother-in-law, and another guy at the door fussing. Had nothing to do with it. I went on inside to town, give me a Budweiser. I drank that and stuff. I got to the car. As I walked by him, he stabbed me in the brain with an ice pick 3 times. Now you imagine an ice pick going in your brain 3 times. They put me in my brother's car and took me to Kingsville Hospital. Took me inside. Doctor said nothing wrong with that man, but junk, take to the same doctor tomorrow. They spelled that B on me. Put back in my brother's car. He stopped with Bill and G place the first way burning. Man, the back seat man been standing here at the ice pick. Man, you better do something. They took me to the police station. They took me back to Kingsville. They kept me to Daybreak. They seen I was dying. Then they took me to Wilmington. By that time, my wife was down there. And the last thing I remember anybody saying, I heard a doctor say, Miss Gore, your husband's not gonna live another hour. Let me tell y'all something. If I'd have died then in hell out of bed, I went to a club. I'm gonna tell you something. Jesus was good to me. I laid in a coma 6 months. 3 months in Wilmington, 3 months in Chapel Hill. When I woke up, they taught me how to walk like you do a baby. And I was seeing doubles. I was sitting inside you eating out of your plate. So, my wife being a preacher, that Sunday morning, I went to church. And I went to church and went to sleep and went to snow. And that preacher said, wake that man up and keep too much noise in my church. So we left there and went to this grocery store. My head was banded up and this little black lady was in there. Said, Miss, you just got your husband out of the hospital? I said, yeah. She said, let me tell you something. I'm gonna pray for him. You keep him walking, he's gonna be fine. And I tell you something, I've been fine ever since. Then I got home. The devil jumped on me again. I had sugar diabetes. This was 500. I believe I took 2 needles. If I would quit stealing sweets, I believe I could come off that 5 milligram pill. And whoever looks at it, I don't care who he is. If you're a diabetic and something sweet around, you're gonna steal some of it. At least I do anyway. So I'll tell you something, and Vernon got saved. And I got more than I ever had in my life because I got Jesus in my heart. There's a lot of you out there not saved, I know that. But hell in heaven is real. Jesus on the way back. It ain't gonna be long as it has been. It's gonna be this generation might be the last generation. About 5 or 6 months ago, I had a dream. I told my wife something bad coming here in the United States. And now you see why this virus. It's killed 2 of my friends, 2 brothers. My brother and sister had it in New York. Happened, they didn't die. But God on the way back. And whoever know the word of prayer, y'all pray for Vernon Gore and family and everybody. And thank you very much.